Hello you guys, welcome to my channel. If you are new, I am Mary Ann Ramish. I am a freelancer in Los Angeles, California, trying to get my life together, pursue my dreams, and hopefully, eventually, be financially stable. Now, the reason I am talking to you today, the reason you are probably watching this video, is because a few years ago, I started watching these videos on YouTube. I was trying to figure out how to make ends meet and pursue my dreams, and I stumbled upon Budget Girl. She was so inspirational to me, not only financially, but also to just start my own YouTube channel and bring people along my journey. And amazingly, I am today doing a collab with the same Budget Girl. Every year, Sarah Wilson, Budget Girl, does an act of kindness collab, and this is my first year joining in, and I am so excited to do so. Normally, I haven't done it because I've just been nervous because I don't know what counts. And this year I decided to just do what felt right for me. This year I am going to do my act of kindness by only shopping from small businesses for the holiday season. If you don't know, Amazon is a very successful company online, and they make billions and billions and billions of dollars profit each year, and they pay $0 in taxes. Zero. And I know that not buying from them isn't going to take Amazon down. They're fine, and that's fine. But I do think that one way I can sort of give back to my community without stretching my budget too far is to spend my money at these small businesses, because my few extra dollars towards them will make a bigger difference to their bottom line than it would to Amazon's, and Amazon won't even notice I'm gone. Sorry, I have a terrible cold and I'm getting over it, but it's still It's also been really cold in LA, and I'm not used to that. It's been like low 40s, so I have a blanket and a heater directly on top of me and a scarf, and I'm inside. It's ridiculous. This is bouncy. Now, there are two ways to approach this. There's both the gifts I'm getting and the gifts I'm giving. I didn't want to put the pressure on family members and friends to buy me gifts from small businesses. I don't want to put an extra burden on them to figure that stuff out. If Amazon's what works for them, that's great. Or another big company, Target, any of it. But I did make a point to add some small businesses to my Christmas list that I put together, including some merchandise from the Clean Food Dirty Girl meal plans that I get, because that's a small business that I love and hope always stays around, and also just some sticker shop owners. I do Plan With Me videos, and I rarely can afford to buy stickers from small business owners. I usually go to Michael's or Hobby Lobby where I can get the discounts, but I love those stickers. They're beautiful, and I always wanted them, so I do have some of them, but I made sure to ask for some gift cards for them, and maybe I'll get some, maybe I won't. That's not a big deal, but I just wanted to make a point of asking for things from smaller businesses. Now we get into the fun stuff. The cool thing about trying to buy from small businesses this year is that my family is spread out across the country. I have a sister in Florida, a sister in South Carolina, and a sister and my mom in Wisconsin. And instead of just buying local to California, I decided it would be cool to support businesses all over the country. And so I'm just going to tell you guys a little bit about the couple of companies that I found so far. Now, I haven't completely finished my Christmas shopping. I still have to get something for my mom and sister in Wisconsin. I have to get something for my aunt and uncle here and for my boyfriend Lex here, but I've made some progress. Now, this is where, if anybody in my family is watching, turn this off. There's going to be spoilers because I'm going to talk about the things that I bought, and it's only December 2nd. First up, for my brother-in-law in Wisconsin, he asked for an extension pack for some Disney game. I think it's like the Villains game. There's an orange and a purple extension pack, so I'm getting him one of those. And yeah, Disney is a big conglomerate, I know, but I'm still buying it from a smaller business, so it definitely counts because I'm not buying it directly from Disney. In Madison, I was able to find a store called Noble Knight Games. That's Knight with a K. They have been around since 1997. They've been serving the needs of thousands of gamers worldwide. They specialize in both new and out-of-print RPGs, board games, war games, collectible card games, miniatures, and all things game related. It looks like a really cool store. I think it had a little bit of a castle-y vibe to it. Sorry, oh no, you're gonna get blinded. My cat. Hello. Say hi. Hello. Buying from small businesses does mean the ticket price of each item is a little bit higher, but again, I think that's a fair trade-off because I'm supporting a smaller company and they have a higher price of overhead. And honestly, my budget for each gift is about $30 per person, and so big picture, I'll probably end up spending about the same amount. I'll just be getting a little bit less, but I'll be supporting those companies. The shipping for this small store was pretty high. It was gonna be an extra $10. So I actually looped my mom in and she's going to pick it up in the store for me. I'm gonna order it and she'll just go up to the counter and give my name and be able to pick it up. And I think that's really cool because how many game stores do you go to? Have you seen? I almost thought they didn't exist anymore. When I was trying to buy a birthday gift for one of the girls I nanny, I was trying to find an actual brick and mortar store and I couldn't in LA, and you would think if anywhere you could find one in LA. So I'm really excited that I found this store that's been in business for a long time and be able to support them a little bit this holiday season. I'm also going to make sure to go onto Yelp and give a positive review. Next up is my sister in Florida. I haven't figured out her gift yet, but her husband asked for a certain book, and my sister in South Carolina also asked for a book that I was able to get from a local bookstore in Florida, and they haven't shipped it yet. That's one of the pitfalls of trying to order from a small business, is you don't know their turnover time. So it's been a few weeks, but it was just Thanksgiving, so I'm gonna give them a little bit longer before calling and checking in on it. My sister in Florida will get the books, give the one to her husband on Christmas Day, and mail the other one to Wisconsin because the sister in Carolina is going to Wisconsin. It's all this complicated family stuff, but the sister in Florida is responsible for getting the gift to the sister in South Carolina. The bookstore that I found in Florida is in Winter Park, and it's called Writer's Block Bookstore. Their website description says they are Central Florida's full-service independent community bookstore. Serving Orlando since 2014, we host author events, monthly book clubs, coordinate author school visits, and offer discounts for educators and our loyalty club members. So I was able to get 2 books from them for $37.99, which is pretty standard pricing for hardcover and newer books. So it turns out I pretty much have just figured out my brother-in-law's and one of my sisters, but I'll figure out the rest of my sisters and my mom soon. Now for my brother-in-law in South Carolina, he seems like a very local country guy. Like, he is really into the culture and really into the area. I thought about finding a local Florida store and having, again, my sister from Florida get the gift to the South Carolina couple, but because he seems like he's really into his local area, I decided to go local and just ship something directly to them, and maybe there will be spoilers, it's fine. For him, I know that he loves cooking and making cocktails, so I went back and forth between a local honey supplier and a local olive oil company, and I ended up going with Low Country Olive Oil and got him a holiday set of just 3 mini bottles of different flavors of olive oil that looked pretty interesting. Low Country Olive Oil was established in 2011 as a farmers market-based business. Low Country Olive Oil now carries over 60 olive oils and vinegars. The largest selection of on-tap oils and vinegars are blended or infused in Charleston and are exclusive to our business. The Benjamins believe in supporting local food artisans and regional family-owned olive farms, including Georgia Olive Farms and Linda Olive Oil. So I'm supporting a farmers market style company that supports local farms, and I think that's really exciting, and I hope that Drew will get a kick out of that. So that is the extent so far of my attempts to buy from small businesses across the country. And next I went to a few local spots. I'm gonna have to do this again, and I went holiday shopping, and I'll plug in a little bit of the footage from my shopping spree. So far the shops I went to were on Ventura, and it was so much fun to go into different shops. There were different toy shops and a just local winery and just some really fun gift style shops. Some were really expensive, some were more affordable. I was able to get some gifts for the kids that I nanny, and I was able to get a bottle of wine for my aunt who lives in Anaheim. I still have to get her and her husband more of a gift, but for now I have at least that ready to go. And I'll show you what I got for the kids. It's just some little dinky things. So for the kids I'm buying gifts for, there's an 8-year-old girl, a 4-year-old girl, 2 4-year-old girls, and a 1-year-old boy, almost 2. So for the 8-year-old, I got this interesting, it looks like a unicorn puzzle. And for her sister, a melting unicorn. I have to double check with the parents that they don't already have this, but this seems more like a Play-Doh that has just some decorative things that go with it to make it look like a unicorn. And for some reason, the next thing I just found really, really funny. They're llamas, alpacas, who even knows? Yeah, llamas that are gonna be for the 4 and 2-year-old. And they walk. I find it really funny, and I think that those kids will really get a kick out of it. And he has like a bobbly head, which is fun. Yeah. It's ridiculous stuff, and I spent a little too much on it. Probably, I spent about $15 a piece on these little dinky things, but I think the kids will like them, and I bought them from a local store, so I think that that's really fun. Now, my act of kindness isn't gonna change the world, and buying from a small business isn't going to keep one business afloat or not, but I do hope that just being able to have a few extra purchases on their roster will make a difference, and it certainly will more so than it would for Amazon, which I would be just a drop in the bucket and they're not gonna miss me. I'm so excited to see what everybody else has decided to do for their acts of kindness. I'm sure there's gonna be stuff across a wide spectrum, and I'm sure it's going to be very inspiring. Let me know what you guys think of this idea, and if you guys have any small businesses you want to shout out, please do so in the comments below, especially if it's in Florida or South Carolina or Wisconsin, because I need some help. Or especially if you have your own business. Normally YouTube will flag any links and things, but I'll be sure to make sure that they all get approved so we can share each other's businesses. If you guys haven't yet, please like and subscribe, and be sure to check out all of the other videos in this amazing collab. And thank you so much, Budget Girl, for inviting me to be part of this amazing collab. I'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye.